Hello and welcome in or welcome back. I'm Little Red Jam, and today we are going to be playing What Remains of Edith Finch. I don't know anything about this game except for having heard that it is sad and might make me cry, which, is just staying consistent. Staying consistent with the other games I've played lately. But this game has come highly recommended by many people, and there's nothing I love more than jumping into a game that has been highly recommended, seems to be loved, is known to be a great game without knowing anything about it. There's just something so fun about getting to experience a game without any other preconceived notions of what it's supposed to be like, what it should be like, what it's about, and to truly just get to take in every single moment and story beat and aspect of gameplay with just a blank canvas ahead of me. So, needless to say, I am extremely excited to play this game. Now, I am going to read the Steam store page summary, so I am now officially going to learn a little bit about what the game is about and see some of the art or the screenshots, but that is going to be it before we just dive right in. So I will get that pulled up. So, What Remains of Edith Finch is a collection of strange tales about a family in Washington state. Love that. As Edith, you'll explore the colossal Finch house, searching for stories as she explores her family history and tries to figure out why she's the last one in her family left alive. Oh, so this is going to be a little bit of a mystery game. I'm curious if there'll be some potential horror aspects. I don't see that on any of the user-defined tags. I see mystery, walking simulator, story rich, atmospheric. But that's fun. The last one in her family left alive. Okay, intriguing. This makes me very excited. So I'm not going to sit here and try to guess anymore or anything. Let's jump right in. I am so eager to try out this game and to be diving into a new game. So I'll see y'all over there. Incredible. Oh, I can already walk around. Or I can't walk, but I can look. What remains of Edith Finch is on there? Oh my gosh, wait. There's so much. I don't want this to stop. I want to like take this all in. The little sailboat out there. The piano coming in. Oh, that sets the mood perfectly for what style this is going to be. The boat sounds. Oh. Edith Finch, the Puget Sound. And those are peace lilies, right? We've got a cast on. The texture on it. Our freckles on the arm. I feel like
this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Oh. This is moving so fast, but oh my gosh. Okay, so we had her journal. And we're going through. I loved that with the letters falling off. And look at this house. What? There it is. I saw it in the drawing. I thought, no way. Look at it. It's right there. I loved being on that boat. The sounds of the ocean. I kind of wish I had had time to look around a little bit more. A missing poster. Oh, and we can walk now.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Huh. I love that. I love the words showing up on the screen and then how they disappear.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
What was that to the house? Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. Y'all, I love games. I was just thinking about the sounds of the chains. I don't think that was there initially, but it how that draws your attention to look there. Oh, that's incredible. Just that little bit of the sound cue to look that way. Missing. If you have information about Milton, call the Orcas Island Police Department. Milton Finch. October 23rd, 2009, or 2003, date missing. Date of birth, May 19th, 1992. It's 11. Orcas Island, Washington. 4'6", 59 pounds. Oh, Indian/white. Is this game gonna have things to say about like the disappearance of so many, or I guess I don't know if it's like Native American Indian or India. I was curious if this game, I mean, because that's a whole thing of like the missing Indian children, and I mean just the prevalence of Native Americans going missing. I was wondering if this game would have things to say about that, but that might not be the case. Eyes blue, hair black. I wonder, at some point I'll probably be able to interact with things, but okay, I can zoom a little bit with several controllers. I guess I can look in. Oh, the family tree, the Finches. Edith, born in 1999, 7 years after Milton. And they had another sibling, Lewis. Oh my gosh, yeah, all of them have end dates. I wonder what year we're in right now. Edith. I guess it'll probably tell me the controls as I get through it, so... I mean, I was just a little curious, though. I guess maybe this is different. Camera control normal. Draw distance. I think I feel good on everything right now. Same with the sounds. Okay. Huh. What a beautiful little start screen. It's windy, the trees rustling in the wind. Okay, just taking everything in. These power cables. I mean, we do have a house here, but the peacefulness of the trees and just this area, and then we have this chain link fence and the power lines gives it And the road back there does give it that more eerie, unsettling energy. And then you have the dark clouds and how windy it is. Slowly but surely.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Huh. And the flowers, what are these? Are these foxgloves? I should know my plants better. Maybe one day. And to the birds flying towards the house, drawing your eye there. I love how it's framed. Orcas Island Gazette. Is this the mailbox? Oh, she doesn't have the cast anymore. This is a glove.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Can I read them? No? Okay. Those flowers are doing pretty good. Makes me feel like someone was keeping up with the flowers. And the window on this door with the bird. I wonder if this is going to be... I mean, the tower on the house over there looks a lot taller than it is here, but that's cool. The newspaper's stuffed in. Oh, gosh, I just love this scenery. I love this. I just want to look at everything.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Okay, Brother Lewis funeral. So Milton went missing, but then Lewis had a funeral. The frogs. No trespassing. Can I see a frog, or are they just the sounds? Little waterfall. Oh, look at that. A necklace with a little... It's a ring and a feather. Huh. I wonder if that'll get explained. I wonder if it's like a mother's ring or a parent's ring.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Her will.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Huh. The finches and little birds. Can I go down here? A fork in the road. Okay, hold on. I got it. Maybe this is the one I'm supposed to go down. I want to see where the road goes. Gotta see where both paths lead. Oh, this felt like it was leading away from the house, but maybe it also goes towards it.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Huh. Are they... Can I see them? Wait, okay, no, but I want to go down the little trail. That seems more fun. Where was it? The eerie music. There's an I mean, the walking is so slow, but I, at this point, actually do kind of appreciate how it lets you take things in so much more fully.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Oh, she inherited it. I wonder how long ago.
The
Oh,
woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As
take
if they're about to say something, but
both
never
paths
do.
to the house. Comfortably silent, as if they're about to say something but never do. I love that. I got an award for taking both paths to the house. Look at the deer. I wonder if I had gone on the road if it would run off. Oh. I'm tempted. I want to go back up there to see if I can say hi to the deer, but I think it would just run off, so I'll leave it. I'll leave it in peace. Leave the wildlife alone. Oh, so there is a little bit of flexibility on where you walk. That's kind of fun. I think I'm gonna enjoy the writing in this game. This is for Milton, another missing poster for Milton. Lots of them. The basketball court. The house. Holy cow, look at that. What? Oh, but the deer's right there. I know I said I would leave it in peace, but it's, you know, I can just walk. I don't feel like you're supposed to do it from this direction. I'm curious what'll happen. See, because it's looking behind, so it's supposed to be looking at me. Oh, and there it goes. That's funny. I don't think you're supposed to scare it off from this direction. The trees. Oh, I wish I could see over there. Okay, I didn't leave it in peace, but it didn't seem too scared. I don't think. Hopefully not. I think the perspective of coming up to the house from the road, it feels more impactful. Firewood. I love the makeshift basketball court. I want a little flashlight. Oh, isn't that chair falling over?
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Oops. The music there is so good. It fits it perfectly, the eeriness, but also I mean, her talking about how she's been dreaming about it. It does feel like a house from a dream. With how almost, I don't know, absurdist it would be. Missing poster in the water. What is that? It looks like part of the house that fell, maybe? It looks like, a dragon head. Okay, actually, since it seems like I'm going to be using mouse and keyboard for this, I guess I don't have to. Let me maybe see if I can use controller. I think my mouse is kind of low on battery, so I was going to say I need to potentially change it. I think I can use controller for this. let's do that. My mouse was low on battery, so I think that's why some of the panning was hanging a little bit. Can I go in the water? Oh my gosh, and they're all built up here. That adds so much to almost the hopelessness of it, or how long Milton's been missing. Just the posters piled up in the water. Look how many there are. Wow. Can I open the trash can? No. Can, the chair. Oh, it looks like it was maybe a slide. I want to see a frog. They're so loud, but I don't think they designed them into the game. Okay. So road up that way to the garage, or let's take the path up to the front of the house. I see a ladder there. I wonder if this game is going to be mostly about getting to explore this whole house. It gives me very Howl's Moving Castle vibes, or I mean, I don't need to compare it.
The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Huh. I was gonna say, I don't need to compare it to anything else. It can just be its own standalone beautiful house and game. I wonder if the chair down there fell over from up here. Maybe somewhere else. These are all toppled over. Could have come from higher up.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
And the framing in that little bit of the front porch. I was afraid of the house. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. What Remains of Edith Finch. I wonder if that title foreshadows something happening to us, or if it's supposed to be in reference to all of Edith's family being gone. Oh, the window's down there. I wonder if they had someone in the family in a wheelchair. Or maybe they were just lovely proponents of accessibility. Gary's potting mix with Macro Max plus fertilizer. Okay, hold on. I want to go take a look at the garage. Boop. Nothing to interact with. Birds. Oh, wind chimes. Back door. A dog door? Hose. Bucket. Recycling. Trash only. I thought this would be compost. More plastic chairs. Oh! Set a broken swing. Look at the water. We are right on the water. A statue?
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
The house felt like it had always been here. So did they buy the house like this? Or move into it like this? We are right on the water. That is beautiful and eerie in a way. Wow, wait, I love that. You're actually supposed to look through here and it says a little something. Oh, absolutely incredible. Oh, I bet this is how I was supposed to get in.
The doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
And we gotta save. Can I crawl back out? No! Wait, I wanted to look at the front door more. No! Well, I'm sure we'll make it back out there. There was more on the front porch to look at. I feel as though it's classic for me to just go wandering and then find the actual way you're supposed to get in, with me thinking that it's a secret way to get in. Unicorn splendor. Which that also makes sense then with the hole in the fence, if the game's supposed to guide you into that little side area. Happy clean clean. It must be entertaining trying to come up with the names for things that will show on here. Laundry detergent, very creative. Paint. More potting mix. Are these packing peanuts? Bike, plywood. An old car. Classic tennis ball on a string. Canoe. I almost expected to find a body or body part in the freezer. I don't think this is a horror game, but it is quite eerie. Some soldering going on here. What would this have been? Grain glow. I mean, she inherited some good stuff if there are all these things still in the house. The bikes. Little kiddie pool. The door cracked open. Whoops.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Makes sense. Fishing poles. Okay. Let's enter the house. I thought that creaking was the door opening on its own.
For the first time in years. I felt like I was home.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Y'all, there's gonna be so much to look at. So she was really feeling ready to be back here.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Edith, Eddie, Dawn, Lewis. Wow. In loving memory, Lewis Finch. 22 years old. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Eddie. Memorial service, Finch Family Cemetery. They have their own family cemetery. I wonder if we could find that. Dawn was the mother, Eddie was the grandmother. Great-grandson was the great-grandmother. Oh. I feel like this was the fridge I had growing up. I'm sure a lot of fridges had those buttons, but... Multiple copies of the Northwest Chef. Oh, still a bunch of...
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Huh. The little soy sauce packet. Tasting Thailand. Flavors of India. Flour, salt, water, yeast. The Book of Mushrooms. I bet they foraged their own mushrooms. Wow, such eerie sounds. Used bowls and plates out. So many.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Mm. Oh, that was cool how the letters were reflected on the top of the cans. I think... Let's see if I can open the front door.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
Mmm. Oh, I like that. Look at the window. Oh my gosh. A smile with too many teeth is just so... Okay, yeah, so there must have been... We even have... the chair for going up the stairs. That's... Oh, that's what we saw in the workshop, is something like that. A whole door just completely closed off. Look at the bookshelf. I don't even know if that was supposed to be a bookshelf, but how they put the books here. Oh, and the mosaic on the door, the stained glass. A smile with too many or too much teeth just feels so, again, eerie and off-putting, and yeah.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Wow, that's pretty heartbreaking. No, can I not open the door? Well, I guess whatever was on the porch will just...
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Huh. So I won't say anything about that. I'm not gonna go upstairs yet. What direction do I have to spin it? There we go.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Great-Grandpa Sven built the rest of the house. Bigfoot on the back. Again, eerie. Sven, Barbara Finch. That is... Okay, so we've got Dawn as the mother. Whoops. Is Gus maybe the father? A sibling, Gregory. Kay. Oh, I wonder who Kay and Sanjay are. Sam, Calvin. We see a Barbara here. Molly. Eddie. Where does... Oh, and Sven. The great-grandparents, Sven and Eddie. But why... Why are they just... kind of off to the side? I wonder if it depends on the side of the family that is from. Maybe it's Dawn's parents. Odin, Walter. Oh, bugs are so creepy here. They did a good job, just putting eerie things in here.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay, so there might be many things to try the key on, but they won't necessarily be the correct thing. Wow, look at that. A couple statues out there. Whoa, that's a cool coffee table. The TV just stacked on books.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
After it sank? I like that touch. And that's what the house looked like before? Carriage around it. Edie. I guess there is only one D, but you never know. Edie. Mm. Mm. So it seems like maybe Edie lived with them for some time. I don't know about Sven. Dawn Finch living room. I wonder if that's the father. What was it? Gus. Maybe. So many books.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Table was still. Yeah, so something happened the night they left.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Because everything was empty. Edie. Okay, so Edie was in a wheelchair. And so people were still around when they left. But at some point, Edith ended up alone. A window into the garage. That's a choice, but this is a unique house. Is this oxygen?
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Okay. Did I say Edie was the mom there? That was, yeah, Edie was the great-grandmother, right? I feel like it just said something and my brain was busy thinking. As it often does. The wind. I don't know if that was intentional, but it gave the impression of just bad windows. Where you can still hear the wind and feel the air coming through them. Alright. I think that is Barbara Finch. Oh, the Space Needle. Seattle. I think that might be everything in here. No power, of course. And the thing for hanging the pots is a ship wheel. That's awesome. So, I think it's time to go upstairs. We can't do anything with that door.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What? She sealed all of the bedrooms. Right, because look at all the pictures. Edith said it seemed like the house had just swallowed Milton up. Like it wasn't even he had run off somewhere and disappeared. It was just he was gone one day. What the heck? Molly. But who? Edie and Sven were the great grandparents. Dawn was the mother. Molly died in 1947. So these some of the great grandparents' children. The water painted on the door, too. I love that. Okay, I guess we'll go in here.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Great Uncle Walter. So these were Great Uncle Walter, a sibling of Edie, but almost 35 years different in age. Or I guess a great uncle would probably be, because you have your uncle, parents, siblings, so then a great uncle would be grandparents. So maybe it was, okay, so no, I think this would be Dawn's family tree. So maybe is Dawn and Sanjay are the parents. Gus and Gregory are probably the siblings of Dawn. Walter is a great uncle. Sam and Kay were probably the grandparents. Edie and Sven, the great grandparents. And then we would have Sam, Walter, Calvin, Barbara, and Molly all as the grandparents. Or Walter, Calvin, Barbara, Molly, all as the grandparents as siblings. Finches. And as you can see the wallpaper coming up, the texture. What is going on here? Oh, is that the original house? When it sunk under. Did it actually get covered in water somehow or flooded? Or did it... I kind of took that to be toppled over, but then this room is almost an impression of it actually underwater, which is fascinating. A train.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Lewis told me there's secret passages in the house. Oh!
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Whoa. Hold on, can I stop this? I don't think I can stop this. I hope this doesn't force me to go through.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Whoa. Is that blood on the wall or ink? Wow. She left the key in the will. So I guess 249. Wonder if that number's significant. Okay, I want to look at the other parts of the upstairs. I guess, I mean, she wasn't so afraid that she didn't want her kid to never know about it. Sven and Edie. Sven Hofstad Finch. I'm just trying to piece together how the family tree works, I guess, with the last names. Only a couple years apart, but Sven passed away a lot earlier. At 49. Edie at 93? Calvin and Sam? Siblings. And when did Sam pass away? In 1983. Oh, they were twins. Oh. Huh. But Calvin's name is on the door. Oh, the peepholes,
My grandpa
right.
Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
The split color. So are the names on each of these when one of them has passed away? We have Gregory. It's maybe a brother to Gus, which is a sibling of Dawn.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
So it's not necessarily the rooms to each of them, because this is a bathroom. Why is each room attributed to a name? I feel like it's probably not random. Gregory. Did Gregory die in the pink bathroom? I kind of doubt it. Maybe it's just to remember each of them by.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Oh. Painter. Let's go back and look at this one. This is Molly's room. Or maybe not Molly's room, but...
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
I like the tree branches coming off the wall. That's cool. This is a cool way to get to see each of the rooms. Well, yeah, having them a bit blocked off. Just what a great idea. What's this cable for? I'm guessing that's shut or locked. Barbara. Okay. Alright, I think this is the last room to look through.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
What is that? Bigfoot dancing with a little girl? Maybe Barbara? This is kind of a wild room.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay. Oh, this is something. Barbara Finch. My friend Bigfoot. Okay.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Like, was there anything else on the walls that I missed? Mostly it just seems like books. Alright. Secret passage time.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Okay. Thankfully it is just paintings, not blood. More stained glass.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Oh, I need to remember that we're just reading Edith's journal. I wonder if that's... Well, I wonder if she was on the boat after having been here. I'll be curious how the timeline looks. Oh, this room is so haunted. I mean, this house is so haunted. Look at this secret thing. A jump rope. Oh, we're crawling. Yeah, well... I wonder if we could just stand up in here.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Reading this, it sounds like maybe I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind this.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Save point. Molly's room. So I wonder if we're just gonna learn more and more about each one of them. Huh. Arcus Island calves.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Because Molly, yeah, was one of their children. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh, is this going to happen for each one of them? We'll get to play through each of their stories and see each room and location at different times. Oh, she dissecting a starfish. Oh my gosh, no. Oh, this is so cool. Wait, can I interact? There we go.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
No, don't eat your pet fish. I'm gonna wait on the door. Don't tell me you... Okay, the gerbil food. Not
The
eating the
gerbil food
gerbil.
was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Is that in with the gerbil droppings? Molly. Okay, that's another door. Let's do the... This looks like a restroom. But where did we... The secret passage was in through here.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, oh gosh. Molly is on a whole other level.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Are those real? Like, looking around to see what other...
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
What? But I wanna... Can I touch the door? I'm locked in, aren't I?
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Oh, what? Are we gonna eat the bird? Are we gonna eat its eggs? Okay, we can't really see the cat paws. Oh, I can jump. Wow. Oh, the dock falling over. The statue's still out there. I love the little bell from the collar too.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Okay. Can I jump the wrong way? No. The bird nest.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
The mom looks kind of creepy right there. Hello. Meow, meow, meow. I wonder if this is supposed to be like the family cat, but she said I turned into a cat, not... I guess if she was from the perspective of the cat, she wouldn't really know.
I almost got her.
Whoops. I missed the table. Oh, wait, but I want to see what's over there.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
The toy, someone was out here playing. I don't want to eat the
Now
bird.
I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Oh. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. What?
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Oh. Molly is wild, and this is really cool. And also, my goodness.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Something bigger than a rabbit?
A mama rabbit.
A mama rabbit. What is it? A mama bird, a mama rabbit. What is it about? Oh, I think I missed it. Did I miss it? Oh, you have to actually get it right. Is it something about her?
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Wild! Wild!
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Wait. Wait. A mama seal.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
I like
I
seals
tore off
a
the flipper,
lot.
and it tasted really good. I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Am I a seal? Am I still the shark? We're on a boat. We're moving. Wait. I'm an octopus? No!
monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh, I can like move the tentacle. How long can I make the tentacle? Does it reset at some point? Oh, I just pull myself for as far as my tentacle goes. Crew only. I want to see everything. I did not expect this game to take this kind of turn. Okay, this is kind of back where I started. Okay, we'll let the tentacle go real far. That's as far as it goes. We're stretched out. Wait, but we're... Okay, well, the bird went this way. I can go under here for sure.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
No! Okay, let's get here. Oh, what? Did I turn around? We gotta get the human. Get the human. Oh! I guess we got it. Can I get this thing? No, this just turns me around. I want to see what's around here. I feel like Molly might be a little upset at her mother. A little traumatized. And very hungry. Wait, I want to go in. Oh. I kind of want to go behind him. This is so messed up and so cool. I want to go towards the bird though. Oh, I don't think it's letting me. So I guess I'll go this way. Wait, whoa. That was more tentacle. The little boat. I can't go into the water though. Let's like get in here. Let's get in here. And then we'll take the captain.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
How many things are we gonna eat? Seems like we're still the monster.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
A good smell into the old pipe. Poop? Is this a toilet? She's gonna eat herself. She's gonna eat her mom.
I got closer and closer.
What has to have happened in a child's life for her to be imagining this?
All of my stomach started growling.
Oh.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
No comment. Ah, was this always here? Seems she was at least maybe a little influenced by this. No. She was dissecting a starfish. Wait, Kitty, where'd you go? Oh, Kitty, where'd you go? Alright, well, I can't leave. Or I can't. We're stuck. We're here. I am not a cat, so I cannot jump onto the tree branch.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
And Molly would have been her aunt. But Molly died before Dawn was born. So she would have known. I guess Sam could have been the parent. She would have known Walter. But not Calvin, Barbara, or Molly. Oh.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Rob, Lurpy. These are all Finches that they had. Purpley. Wait, is this Furpy or Perpy? Do we have a Perpy and a Purpley? And a Zerpy? No! And wait, why is there a Rob though? Why is Rob is a lizard? I don't know my reptiles. Apologies. That's the best I've got for it. Derpy. Bob as a snake. Burpee. What? Oh, goodness. Shrine sketches.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
I wonder if I'm wearing one of the pairs. Built 1937, Sven Finch. 72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire. Edie won't go. Mole man beneath the Finch house. What? Okay, I'm gonna interact with these soon, but Edith Jr. Lake Trip, Sam Medal Ceremony, Sam Photo Award, Conspiracy Now, Home Movies, Weird America, The Finches, Weird America, My Friend Bigfoot, Random Junk, Edith Interview.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh, that's what was outside. Tragedy strikes at the Finch family pond. Celebration turns to mourning. Taxidermy for the home? No! Dang.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Huh. Norwegian folk tales. Deepest sympathy. Okay, I think I'll do the door last.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
So they knew. Maybe he was sick, something was happening. Molly, Barbara, Calvin, Sam, Walter. Wow, what a beautiful sewing machine. Louis.
Her room was like a museum.
Odin. 1880. Is that... her father? Should say parent. Odin Finch. Joining the great majority. The mysteries of death and thereafter. Odin Finch. The mysteries of death and thereafter. Sven and Edie. Joining the great majority. Also is what Odin wrote. Well, I wonder if this is gonna transport me somewhere, so maybe I will... boxes. Maybe I will interact with the door first. Well, I want to look at this stuff.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long time.
After Edie. Huh.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Ridiculous.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay. Huh.
It was a pretty big trace.
This door was locked with... I feel like this door said Gregory on it. Other secret passage. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edie Finch. What? Oh. Yeah. Makes sense. There's a chair in the bathroom. Or in the shower. Yeah, so many things locked up. Oh, what was this one? Derpy Jr. She really loved to memorialize everything. Okay. This and then secret passage.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Huh. Oh. Wait. Oh, it's not a slide. I feel like it should be. Maybe I need to rotate it. It should be a slide reel. Can I, like... Is it only one thing? I feel like it should be multiple. That just drops it.
Odin Finch
There we
buries
go.
the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife and their newborn son, Johan. And Odin was Edie's father?
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
And the house? But the house is the cursed thing.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
What?
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Oh. So we don't have... Johan's not on here.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Oh, but I guess his first wife is... Oh. Yeah, and it's fascinating that Odin was writing about death, but I guess if he felt the family was cursed, it makes sense that that might be an interest of his. Happy 90th birthday.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
So like the kid's looking for
It's
it.
in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh. That's cool. Oh, dark room.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
And Sam. Calvin Finch. The swing. Dear. Couple turns land into a native haven. Murder probe clues exhausted. Barbara Finch. Hunting photos of statue. Those people in spacesuits? What is that? Strong sculpt. Kids safe. Milton. Oh. On the swing set. This is all alcohol, just like a huge can of it. All the rooms connected together. Is this Barbara's room? No, this is, yeah, Calvin and Sam's. That makes more sense. Fascinating. Oh, oops. Okay. Fort Calvin. Space, the final frontier. Explore the universe. A command center, that's cute. Measuring their height. Sam Finch, most improved player. Odin Finch National Park, that's cool. The photos. 'Cause Fort Sam, Calvin died earlier, right? Yeah, I wonder if... Oh, that is kind of heartbreaking. Keeping measurements of the height after Calvin passed away.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
I wonder if Sam got so into the photos. I can't remember if it said that Calvin gave him the camera, but as a way to just start memorializing. I mean, we saw Edith was into that too. Captured the secret lives of war photographers. Huh. He was in the Marines. Oh, and alcohol in here too. I wonder how long he lived here, if it was the whole time. Huh. Alright.
And that he never talked about him.
A lot of not talking about people. I wonder if this is another secret passage, so maybe we will do that last.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Yeah. Calvin, 1950 to 1961, only 11. That was the same as... That's the same as Milton. When Milton went missing. And Lewis is 22. Sam was older than that. Molly was 10. Barbara, 26. I was kind of wondering if there might be a correlation in the dates. Gregory, only 1. Gus, 13. It's a lot of young deaths, too.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch.
Oh.
The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
The cast on the foot.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Oh my gosh. Out with the camera. I bet I can get off, but this is kind of fun. The one side is... Oh no, I can swing with both. I was just...
Funeral, he swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Does he jump off of here? Or we're supposed to?
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
On the swing. He
Maybe
wants to
if I
flip around on the
hadn't said
swing. Oh.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh, the images look like they're almost going to piece together. Like we see a bit missing, maybe where Sam will come in. It might just be that way, but... Oh my gosh. Wow. That's heartbreaking, and for Sam to feel responsible in some way.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
And Sam continued staying in here.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
That was still a few years after. It was 7 years later. Oh, right, because, yeah, it said that Sam lived in here 7 years after the death of his brother. Wow. Wait. The hungry caterpillar. I love that all the secret passages are books too. As we're like keeping our notebook and going through our journal. There's so much with the writing in here. Well, that's not creepy.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh, this connected to this. Incredible. Milton was everywhere. Penelope's. Oh god, this room is so creepy.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
That's like all there is in here. Swan Lake. Okay, this is for me to just get back in and out. Oh, the child star, and then we have the bra. How? We said no, 16. She lived to be 16. It's a pretty dress. Penelope's, Barbara. Oh. Seattle Starlet. Happy birthday, Barbara. Oh my gosh, what?
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Cigarettes. Barb Street. Rated jobs increased. Center of worst blizzard. Inner history. House fire. Violations pile up for UNC facility. Barbara. Dreadful Stories, guest starring Barbara Finch.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, guest starring Barbara Finch, but this makes it seem like it's guest starring.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
And this is what Milton drew, the pumpkin
As a
face.
child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh, we have to do this. Is it? Right? Yeah.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, goodness. This is so cool. Each thing is so distinctly different. What? Okay, going down.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
And they kept the art different here too. What? Oh, yeah, that's cursed too.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
I'm not ready for this. Pick up the saw. Barbara, don't let this happen to you. Oh my gosh, the table saw has blood all over it. In the hand. Okay, wait, what things can I hit? Can I knock things over? I can't knock things over! Wait, can I do this on the pool? There's a reason they stacked these up. We can play pool with it. Oh! There goes the bars. Hold on. Oh, we gotta get all of them off. Yay! I cleared the table! Oh, that's so creepy. Is the body gonna be in that fridge? What else? What else? What else? Okay. Almost done hitting things. I'm gonna get myself stuck. Alright, I'm done hitting things. For now. What is? Wait. Oh my god.
Rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
She just went, oh dear.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I like how you can see some of the other pictures still. Ooh, this is fun. What about this? Can we hit this out of the way? No. Can we break the window or the lamp? Pretty sturdy lamp. What about the table? Pretty sturdy table. Alright. What about the TV? Nope. Okay. Everything is quite sturdy. Ooh, what if the key is going to be in the basement when we exit from this? That would be creepy as heck. Oh! Why they do that? I scare easy. Walter.
Are you there?
What? I can't turn.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Where's Walter, though?
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Where's Walter?
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Do I have to make it through all the other areas? Out the window? The starfish is still there.
Abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Where is Walter?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Oh, I'm controlling that. Bam!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
What? I thought I was going to turn around to see another body. Is Walter going to have killed Barbara out of fear? He's gone. God dang it.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom, But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Oh. Wow. I'm scared to turn around now. Okay, nothing's there. Wow. Wow. That certainly was something. So basically all they know was that, I mean, I guess whatever Walter could have told them. And that Rick disappeared, and that her ear was in the music box. Wild. Okay, but I do love that they tell you how to get into the
I know
basement.
why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah. I guess they throw that little reminder in there. I wonder if you could have found the key earlier. I can't really remember how it, if it opened. How's the light? I can't tell if the lighting has changed
Funny.
now.
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Wait, are they throwing this in here in case you're stuck if you're just wandering around? They keep sending you little reminders. Let's see if we get another one. I wonder if I can go back in the garage. The walking's slow. I don't want to wander too much. Oh, the creaking in the house is so creepy. Creepy, creepy. And I still can't go out the front door, can I? No. Alright. I wonder if it'll look the same as in the comic. Well, the comic was just someone who... I mean, I guess they knew what the inside of the house looked like. And of course they have you explore the basement after that horrible story. And the creepy music box songs. I don't even have a crutch to protect myself. Oh no! Why would you make that creepy? Why would you make it creepy? And these are the windows you could see from outside. Little baby seat. Snug tight. Home insulation. The table saw. Oh my god, the fridge is gonna be in here. We're gonna have to open the fridge, aren't we?
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I mean, fair. Oh, designing the dragon slide. Look at the little gnomes. Oh, I love that. Oh, God.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
I wonder if it's stuff full of people's things. Please don't tell me we have to...
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
What's the sound? Maybe a generator?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Where Walter had gone. He lived to be 53. Barbara died in 1960. He was 8 at that age. Walter, not Milton. That was this just like a shelter, underground shelter?
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Oh. Did Walter live down here? He looks pretty old for 53. But I mean, if he lived down here and was traumatized, bringing packages down, bringing things for Walter, look like keeping track of each of the days. And it ended 2005. His last day was March 31st.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
From an earthquake? What?
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
But
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
because of the curse, did he just like break from knowing about the
If you
family
wait long
curse?
enough, you get used to anything.
Oh, I bet we can see the date changes. And the marker hanging on the string there, January 1976, the 3rd. I wonder if it'll happen again. I didn't
Even a
see what the date
monster
was.
on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
So we just couldn't handle?
And then one day, everything just
2005.
stopped.
Just stopped. It's a week before he died. And the hands are looking older.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
This is a way out. So it might not be that he died, it might just be that he left. Grape jelly, Jiggly Farms. Oh, what? But this is a different exit.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
The thing he's looking for. It's the reason to live. Courage. I love how there are books everywhere. It almost like... I guess just with how... I don't know if outlandish would be the right word, but everything just feels like a story, or there's almost something with each of them and their stories that feels like it's wanting more, wishing for more, or not wanting to face reality in some way, or just like the day to day, and I almost feel like that goes in hand with exorcism. I love how the books change too. Catching the Curse almost goes in hand with there being books everywhere, just being caught up in books. The dark, is that defense? Yeah, the dark defense. Warding away spirits. I should have been paying more attention to each of the books in each of the rooms because I feel like they've almost changed. Barbara, Finch, Child Star, Self-Protection, Echoes from Afar. I feel like they've almost changed in each of the areas related to what's going on. Like, this is all about the curse, being afraid, protecting yourself, and Walter, I think it was, is just cooped up in this entire room trying to like protect himself from the outside world. The train modeling, yeah, I think the books and the Barbara being in here because Walter, Echoes from Afar, was part of Barbara's, or experienced Barbara's death, or at least kidnapping. I feel like each of the books are changing based on the room it's in or who it's related to.
Whatever killed Barbara and Molly.
Stopped being afraid of
Calvin.
it.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
That's cool.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
Wow.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
He was alive while she was still a little girl. She could have known him. And heartbreaking.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
He just got hit by the train, and he had the model trains. Okay. Like a fake window. I just put his dishes here. Well, I guess this is maybe wash the dishes in here, a shower and everything. Wow. Microwave. This is wild.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Is it still the same books? Yeah.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
What else? What does that one say? Haunted, a guide.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
It's just trash.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Oh.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two,
Because of Milton.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
See, the stories themselves might be the problem. All the books in the house.
Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Yeah. Whoa. And look, you can see the lights out there. It's nice getting to see almost other civilization at this point.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
I have to imagine it was intentional. What is the chair doing there?
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
The person on the boat wasn't Edith. That was just what Edith left. Wow. Is the boat gonna arrive?
And the history you're a part of.
Should I go to the water? I want to see if I can go up there. But it does seem to be leading us here. Okay, we cannot go into the water. Can I go on the rocks? Oh, there's like a little barnacle there. The history you're part of. Wow. So I wonder if it was Edith's child.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Is there anything over here? The lights do turn on. Just motion censored. Can't really see anything in there that well. Can go up the stairs. We can see the dock. There's nothing out here, but it is cool to see. And the house up there. We weren't in any of those rooms. It makes it look fun. I mean, I don't think we were. It was all just on the second story. But I don't know, maybe that's supposed to be part of the memory. Maybe it's supposed to be whimsical in that way. How do we get over? Okay, we have to go up.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, the swing.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
What a beautiful place to live.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but
Oh.
the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Oh my gosh, Christopher, Bob, Shadow, Oliver, Shotzi, Bailey. It's been a dog.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Derby, Derby Jr., Burpee. We saw those ones. Coco, Zoe. Look at the frog.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly has a cat. Calvin for space. Sven building. Edie with the book. The stories. Walter. Oh. That's beautiful. Wow. Like looking out through the views. Barbara. I'll make sure there's nothing else to interact with, but I don't think so.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
On the boat. And Odin on top of the house.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, that's the house. Oh. Little telescope, but
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
every night is a lot. Oh, I guess they need the light so no one runs into it. Can I? Oh, now I can't use it. I can't really look around in there. Anymore, at least. Right, okay. Oh. So do we just walk back now? Don't think there's anywhere else to go here.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
It's like you
Her dad
have...
had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers, who were not very old. I wonder if I missed the drawing for Sam. So you have almost the two opposites with Dawn and Edie. Gregory, Sam, Gus. Because Sam did live to be only 33.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay. Lewis.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh. Wow. Maybe don't climb on top of the glass. Do we learn about... Do we need to climb up? The other side? Here. Right? Nope. There. There's the ladder. So she's pregnant right now.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
So I wonder, it's almost like her being pregnant, like her expecting a child makes her want to learn all of this to pass it on. Like it's almost not for herself actually, but it's for the child she's gonna have.
They were both pretty intense.
Okay, so we didn't miss Sam. Just hadn't gotten there yet.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Miss Finch. Well, we are at least in one upper part of the house
Instead
now.
of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Huh. Yeah, they all approached it differently. Because Sam enlisted. Okay. Oh. Oh. Wait, did she say Grandpa Sam? Yeah, Sam. Sam and Kay. Kay Finch. An airline ticket. Sparrow Airlines. So Sam was Edith's grandfather, and I feel like, I mean, I know I was looking at the family tree, I had talked about that, but for some reason it didn't click until now that Sam was Dawn's father, returning home. The Book of Knots. From private to parent. Red flag warning. Goblins and ghosts. Roleplay manual. Is that Air Blazer? Some of these are a little hard to read. For the lighting on the photography. Okay. Cane. Let's take a look at this. Oh, we'll get to see things through the photos.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Oh. How do I...
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
But I can't turn around. Whoa.
I'm over here, Dad.
Okay. It's like, oh. Oh. She was in the car. I thought she was behind us.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
This is so
I'm
cute.
gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Oh. She talked about not wanting to,
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Oh, she's like starting to enjoy herself. What? That's beautiful. I like the water glistening. Gosh, this is just so cool. I feel like there's something in particular I need to get the photo of. Maybe. Maybe I just have to take enough. There's the water. Is there anything in the water? Water does look stunning. A little campground. Oh, and the bird's over there. Maybe I need to get the birds in the photo. What else we got? Don't think anything else in the tree. Got that. Let's do one of the water.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still on.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
No, that's what I had to take a picture of the whole
I'm not
time.
always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Oh. Gosh, this is so cool. Everything is
Last time I was
so...
with my brother.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Oh. Dang it, I missed kind of the dialogue because I looked around too much.
Dad, I...
Oh, they were hunting too.
Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Aw.
You don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
Oh no. What?
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh, I can... Oh, I set it up and then I can walk. Oh, she's crying, but...
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Okay, I kind of have to hurry, actually, huh? And so, I mean, Sam was just obsessed with her being strong enough to survive. Well, I don't think I'm gonna make it. This is gonna get no hard. Okay, I'm in it. Oh, no,
Dad,
skip behind her. Okay.
It's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
still...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Wow. Oh, she could have... I mean, talk about traumatizing. She could have blamed herself so much for that. Was this with... Probably her brother Gus, when she had just been born? Well, I guess Gus was only... No... Well, maybe it was Gus. Gus was only a year older. This could be a photo of Gus and then Gregory, 1-year-old Gregory. Something there. Was there something else to interact with over here? I can't remember. I guess not. She could have blamed herself so much for, you know, she insisted not to do it, or had been, like, had noticed it sooner, or told her dad to be more careful or anything. And yeah, her dad just, like, the whole curse and everything, he just wanted her to be able to be strong to survive.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Mm. Teamwork, respect, strength, especially because, yeah, at that age, Gus and Gregory would have already passed away. And so Sam especially probably felt like Dawn needed to be able to, you know, quote unquote, be strong. A divorce contract between Sam and Kay. Wow. Served in 1977, 20 calendar days after the summons, to file a written response to the attached complaint.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Oh, I have to, like, keep it moving. But did he drown? Oh.
It's time to...
Oh, I could have moved the frog more.
Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
No, I gotta get the last ones. No, I gotta get them. Yes, okay.
He reminded me so much of Calvin.
I think I ran out of time. I didn't get the last one.
Lost in his imagination.
Hmm.
Whatever it was he saw.
Wait, the whale!
It sure made him happy.
Aww. Oh, we gotta get the bubbles. Wait, I think I gotta get back on the whale. Can I do it?
I know how silly it sounds.
Bubbles!
I'm worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Oh.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
What? The water.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
$1977. I mean, it sounds like they were having trouble already, but... And that was the year that the divorce files, or the divorce papers were filed. Wow. That's heartbreaking.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Gus. Are those cult symbols?
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Has Sam married someone
I tried
else?
to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Can I bring it closer? Oh, something is happening there with the ship. I feel like I'm supposed to knock something over. But... oh, maybe... I can't tell what's triggering it to move. Maybe that's just a... maybe that's just a nice little touch that I'm not supposed to do? Maybe something else. Oh, here we go. Words.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Wow.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
And you collect all of it. And the lights mixed in. It's just... whoa.
wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Wow. All of these are so tragic. But I guess... I don't know. Great American poetry. See the poems. Constitution for Kids, Returning Home. Documenting Danger, The Survival. Goblins and Ghouls, roleplay manual. It seemed probably for Gus. Prone. The General's General. The Astronaut. For Calvin, The Scout's Manual. Beginner's Barracks. The Astronaut. The Troublemakers. Raise flag, breakfast, quiet time, duties, dawn, sweep, trash, Gus, mop, mow yard, Greg, be a baby. Aww. Routine. Workout, run to the mailbox and back. I want a little rock climbing wall. Oh, I'll be able to climb up there. Can I look through here? No. Emergency evacuation. House rules. No playing outside without permission. No answering door for strangers. No messes after dark. All chores before dark. Respect others. The motivational posters. Yeah, and the day's going on. It's dark out now.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Oh, one of the missing posters outside still. Oh, is she a teacher? No, this is her. This is her when she was a senior in high school. Dawn. Oh, now we're seeing Sanjay. So she had gone to India. Fly to India, June 1987. 10 ways to teach critical thinking.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Cute. I wonder what happened to him.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Maybe she was still in India at that time and then came back.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Yeah. Edith, Milton, Lewis. So they all had their own little garden.
And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Oh, this is like their little schoolhouse. Probably remembering their family tree. What's the rules? Reading is a hoot. Ah, beautiful.
But it didn't last.
History on Odin Finch. The curse. They're learning about the curse. To teach and to learn. This light's on. Scientific method. Oh, that's an interesting parallel between reading about the curse, scientific method, and then we also have the Bible and religion. Relief efforts end in disaster. An earthquake. Yeah, so that was foreshadowed with Walter, the earthquake's happening. I wonder if Lewis died in an earthquake. Mrs. Finch.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
This is closed off.
After
Oh,
Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
It doesn't have an end date on it. Okay, we'll interact with that soon. Just want to see if anything's around here. Don't think so. Unless we can climb the vines eventually. The footprints and paint. Looks like a door. I love that everything is black and white to make any of the color pop. Maybe into architecture.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Yeah, they didn't add an end date. Murder probe clues exhausted. Historic American newspapers now available. It almost makes me feel like Milton just wanted to go see the world. Look like he was in this almost observatory of sorts. I imagine he had a vivid imagination.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a little flip book. That's cool. The door. Oh, it's gonna show him like going through the door. He just disappeared. It's like his imagination just... I don't know, took him somewhere.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Oh, and she drew him just like in his art there. So we don't have one for Edie, for Dawn, or for Lewis. But there we see Milton. Wow.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
I feel like we should be able to go through here. I know that wouldn't really fit, but...
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
I'm sure this might have been blocked by the door before. That might have been how. But I love that they kind of opened it up.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Huh. I didn't think we were actually going to get up to these rooms. I don't know, that one little part when she was talking about, or kind of talking to her daughter about sharing the history, I actually kind of thought that was the end, but the book was barely even filled out.
He just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Lewis. Okay. But Lewis was 22. No, 32. Okay. No, 22. Sorry, numbers.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
That's funny. Oh, that's broken. Huh. Gosh. Oh, what a house. What a game. All of it is just so... Each room, person is unique. Alright. It's built into a boat.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
And I love each of the rooms that have the pet containers. Oh, no, I didn't want to do this. That had the pet containers, and then we see the pet cemetery of the different names. So you can just see how they all had so many little critters and pets throughout time. Exit. Legalize marijuana. Wild Princess Porter. Theodore's Quality Cigars. High school diploma. Wonderland
Lewis
Turbo.
and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Locker contents. Institute of Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
Intrusive. Oh, I need to remember that both joysticks do different things. Like, is his hand gonna get chopped off? I feel like I'm gonna accidentally chop my own hand off.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Whoa.
And things that have not names.
Lewis was kind of into the role-playing books, and this looks very almost fantastical in a way.
He knew it was all in his head.
The fish!
He took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Finding something he liked.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
No, puppy, you gotta come up here. Come on. Up here. You can do it.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Ugh.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
This is wild.
Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play.
Now, this chopping kind of fits in with it.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
This is unreal.
Conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Minneapolis.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
And the picture just keeps growing and growing, taking over this
In
scene.
Louisburg, he heard rumors of a...
Oh! For sure.
beautiful prince.
Oh, can I like go backwards?
The prince was on his own quest for...
Sinister serpents.
Sinister serpents.
Oh!
He followed the sound of his...
Electric sitar? Yeah, I think we gotta do that one.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
I was like, what is this fish doing in this scene? And I was like, that's because it's still... We've now consumed basically the entire screen, but...
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Wait, there's so many now. I gotta get through these. Chop, hurry. No, they're coming in faster than I can keep up with. I'm slowing down, huh? We can see myself.
He was so proud of having created it.
We can see.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
A god. A creator.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
How do you argue with that? Oh, I can't go backwards there. Gosh. These games. The Chinese food.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
I'm the Prince version, you can tell by the silhouette.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Oh, he's not even doing anything.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Molly.
Prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Gosh, I have no words. The Red King's dream. Sorry, hold on. I just... the level, I think, with which that whole scene, I mean, I think this is always going to like be something that hits me harder than maybe some of the other bits, but also how they did that whole scene with like you're working at the cannery, you're doing the fish, and then there's a slow build up. I mean, you're in it. There's this slow build up of you like going through the imagination and it slowly consuming the screen until all of a sudden you're there and you're in it. Just the way they did it really gets you to feel. It really put you in Lewis's shoes, and I think like, I mean, that story also in particular, I think is probably one of the more relatable ones that maybe we can have with compared to some of the other family members. And the music, like the happiness and the upbeatness of the music. Through the looking glass, and you have all of these. Look, all of these titles. Oliver Twist. Faust. The Trial. Conspiracy Now. Some of the tapes again. You can almost see or feel maybe just how much in the imagination Lewis was. And again, this parallels so much, like the WASD in different colors, parallels so much with just thinking about the story of everything. Look, the prince. Oh, I wonder if you would click to the princess, if it would show a princess figurine here. Oh, medication. I don't think you can read it. I wonder if those were antidepressants or anything. World history. The history of game. Just design. History of game design. Oh, wow. That one just really transports you into Lewis's shoes. Gosh.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Oh.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Gosh, that's kind of awful.
I wish we'd stayed.
Edith wishes we'd stayed. That's kind of intriguing.
I understand why we left.
Packing peanuts, the bubble wrap. But we didn't even take everything. It seems like it was all still kind of a mess. Oh, the missing posters.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Yeah. To teach and to learn. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. She wrote this, Dawn Finch. O God, you have called your servants to ventures of which we cannot see the ending, by paths as yet untrodden. through perils unknown. Give us faith to go out with good courage, not knowing where we go, but only that your hand is leading us and your love is supporting us. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. It seems fitting. Disaster relief. Oh, for Sanjay. Sanjay was doing disaster relief. Huh. But I think Sanjay passed away before we moved back here.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
What does this say? It doesn't look like it says... Oh, Edith, there's the E. This is Edith's room coming? The kite. The stars.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
And none of these books have titles. They're all just colors on the letters on the lamp. Oh, some of those have the little class something, the Odyssey, Bedbug, the God in the Clouds, Hers to the Pacific Northwest. Norwegian folk tales. Frogs. This is like her pen. This is her sitting down to write.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are
Edith,
very
I
specific.
left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
But we stay and listen. And that is the meal that was still left on the table last
the power
night.
had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
I mean, we know how Edie didn't want to leave the house or evacuate even when there was a fire. We know how stubborn she is.
When my mom sailed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
The library.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Because Edie was obsessed with books, with stories.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
The curse.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
Because Lewis got caught in his own imagination and had his own story, so did she blame Edie for just how much she loved stories? And same with Milton, who painted and got caught up in that and disappeared. Both of Dawn's kids, Lewis and Milton, seem to have disappeared from...
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Wow. History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, wow. This says Edie.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things.
I mean, there maybe could have been a deer out there.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Where are the words? Oh, there.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
It's like Edith coming back to her house. Or the house she grew up in. This house.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
And we just left immediately.
I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
Oh.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
That's cool.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And can appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself.
Is she gonna die in childbirth?
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
This is the baby being born right now? That's kind of wild.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Wow. She wasn't old at all. Wait. (1999 to 2017? Was Edith only 18? So could it have been like young birth complications? Wow. And you never find out what's at the end of the book that Edie wrote for her. And it was almost like she knew she was gonna die and was in the same boat of like not being sure if she should tell her child. See Johanne's name in the ending credits. The Unlockables programmer. That's funny. Is that because they worked on the achievements? That's cute. Wow. What a beautiful and heartbreaking story and game. And so cool. Each story was so unique. And then again, kind of at the end, I don't know, call to not be afraid or to not be sad, but to just, because that doesn't do any of the life justice, but to find, like, to cherish and appreciate what they got to experience in life. These are such funny kid pictures for all the people who worked on it. Oh, look at that one. And Edith's child was so young to be going out there. Gosh, I mean, talk about being alone. As you almost would have hoped that Edith would have broken out of it in some way. I guess this curse you're led to believe is present, but no. What a beautiful game, though. That was so well done. You really, I mean, each family member, you really feel how different they were and how different their experience was in each of their stories, and the scene that you get to experience through each of them. It's really remarkably done, I think. And how it all builds. I think the way it all builds together. Yeah. And the themes in each one of story and imagination. Oh. Dawn and Edie, sorry, getting written in there. See, that's where I kind of wonder if... I feel like they wouldn't have allowed a way to miss the drawings. I wonder if there was a way to get Dawn and Edie in here otherwise, but I feel like probably not. They get added now. And you have to wonder if Edie... I mean, with that, if she was drinking alcohol and she wasn't supposed to with her medications, yeah. I mean, that tells a part on the story. The replay a story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Oh, so the Dawn and the Edie are tied together. So I think it is the two of them is the last night. Wow, and the story of Dawn leaving. And the unfinished story that Edie had to tell. Oh. Wow. Heartbreaking, beautiful, so well done, such an incredible game, and I have to imagine that this game would speak to anyone who's lost family members or gone through grief in that way, because there's so much to say about people blaming themselves and what can happen, and then at the end, yeah, just taking the moment to mention being, like, not being sad over all that's happened, but appreciating and being grateful for just the life that each of them did get to live, which I think is a beautiful way to end it. Thank you for watching and being here. This was What Remains of Edith Finch. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you all did. The recommendations did me well. What a beautiful game. So cool to experience and play. I've had conversations before with my partner Johnny about games as a medium and how they might differ from a movie and TV show, and kind of the perspective of what about a game can differentiate it from a movie, and thinking about if a game could have just been a movie, or if the actual gameplay that they add in changes it and impacts it in some way. And I think this was a really great example of how I believe it being a game made it feel more impactful. The ways in which they added interaction with each scene and each story. And for me personally, I think the Lewis scene in particular, I think they did such a good job with this game in making the gameplay and the way you're interacting with it pull you deeper into the story versus if you were just watching it. And I think that is really remarkable considering how linear the game is. It does lead you into each path and into each story. And it's not necessarily... I think a lot of games become more impactful with the autonomy that they give the player to sort of have more control in the story. And this game didn't necessarily have a lot of autonomy. It was very linear and it had each part set out. But I think the way it used the gameplay and the mechanics to yeah, pull the player deeper into each story is what really, for me, I believe, set it apart and made it a beautiful game and a beautiful experience in the medium of it being a game. So, like I said, I really enjoyed this. I hope you all did too. I'm curious, I think it could still be worth a play, even having watched it. I don't know, I just thought it moved and flowed very well. Yeah, what a special experience. Thank you for being here and watching, if you did, which I imagine if you're at this part, you probably did. If you have a day ahead of you, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And if you have a night or evening, I hope you enjoy the rest of your night and evening. Thank you for being here for this little one-shot of the indie game, What Remains of Edith Finch, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.